She's a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, she's one of a kind. Got that confidence and style. She's blowing your mind. With every step she takes, she's owning the scene. A queen in her own right.
Hello
Living her
everyone,
dream.
welcome back to our channel. Remember to subscribe, like and share. Visitors, welcome back. Welcome home, and my family, welcome back. Today we're visiting the Nairobi National Park. It's my son's 8th birthday. Mothers, can you tell me how you celebrate your birthday? Either your kids, the people you live with, your children, or anyone in your family, or anyone who you consider to be your family member. How do you celebrate your birthdays? For me, for my son's 8th birthday, we chose to visit the Nairobi National Park. I first visited the Nairobi National Park, I think I was in class 8 or something. So to me, I was around 11 or 12. I went to school early. So that's why I think I was a little bit young. I don't know if that's young, but I think I was young. So because I'm within Nairobi, I decided, do I not visit the Nairobi National Park today as we mark his 8th birthday? Nairobi National Park is along Langata Road. And it's a good place to visit. It's actually we visited on a weekend, and the place was not so much crowded. I think it should. And the day that day, the weather, it was a little bit chilly, so maybe that's the reason why there were not so many people in the park. So when you go to the park, we go to the parking. There's a parking place where you pay 500, and there's a place which is free. And entering the park as an adult, you pay 215 bob, and I think for children it was around 100 and something. So we were four adults and how many? And four kids, three kids and three adults, and all of us paid 880 shillings. There are very many animals in the park. You're going to see them, but the warning first at the gate: do not carry anything, any edibles like balls or something, because I think you're going to just trigger the animals, especially that the monkeys are so many at the park. I was a little bit disappointed. Sorry, there were not so many animals as I expected. The lions were a lot and they were well fed, but again, I felt that the lions were maybe a little bit older. We want newer, smaller, younger animals, and that's why they were a little bit lazy. Or maybe they're lazy because they're sure that they're going to get food. There was also a cheetah. It was Ukoju at the top of the tree, so I didn't really get a good photo of it. There were hyenas, as you can see there, and actually I was surprised that different types of hyenas. There are two types of hyenas there: striped hyena and the spotted hyena. And they were also getting fed. So, but I think the hyena that we just saw previously was just running up, down, up, down, up, down. I think it was just restless. And then I was happy again that the Nairobi National Park has a washroom. Most places you visit, maybe you just have to look for the washroom far away. There is a washroom there for it, and it's well separated, like male, female. One thing again, I noticed there were a lot of monkeys everywhere, and I think they are just there because they are able to. They're just there. They are available, and they are a little bit friendly to humans. So that's why you just cross paths with them, even outside the park and inside the park. There were so many, and again, that's the reason they do not allow bottles or food inside the park is because you can see, like here, you are like at a close range with a monkey, so they're highly likely to snatch whatever you're carrying in your hand, if it's something that they eat, like maybe yogurt, a banana, or something like that. So I think it's a good, and following instruction is actually very harmless. Another sorry again, another animal that we really enjoyed watching was the lions. And again, I will say the feeding, the best time, what I wanted to say was the best time to visit the park is maybe during lunchtime when they are feeding them, because you get them to see them at the close range. Like in this place, this lion, we were told it's 21 years old, and their lifespan is between 21 to 25 years old. So basically, this this lion is a what do you call a what? The old people, what Gen Z? Okay, the name is getting lost, but I will not say it's an old. She is old actually, because she is a lioness, so she's old. We enjoying our visit at the park. We actually spent a lot of time here. I think because we were fascinated of the lion that was being fed. The other animals that we got to see here was the warthog, a giraffe, a tortoise, and a baby tortoise, of course. I won't forget to mention that. But the hyenas, again, but we did not get a very good close range of the hyenas. Those people that you see, they're carrying meat in buckets. And that's why I think the hyena is really following them closely, closely, closely. I don't know the trick to use to get that meat inside. I don't know if they just try to lock it inside somewhere before they put the meat inside there. I really don't get it how they do it. But the one thing I'll say, the Nairobi National Park or the game reserves in Kenya must be spending a lot of time on meat. Do they get their meat from the Kenya Meat Commission, or where do they get? I just kept asking myself, and how much will it cost? But again, when I remember the number of people who visit the park, I can say I think the park should be able to run itself. Again, we got to see the gazelle. I'll continue saying that the animals are well fed. You can see the gazelle. I don't know, is this a gazelle or an antelope? Whatever it is, you can see that it's chewing cud, meaning it's just full. It's just resting there. And the gazelle, this should be a gazelle. It's a very clean animal. You'll see the baby gazelle at the front part of the video. We again got to see the warthogs. The warthogs are, when growing up, we used to be told, when you go to play for long, you come back, you're very dirty. We used to be told that umerudi kama ngiri. I think we can see them here. They get grass, and the place they stay, I think because it's quite muddy. I think it's because they kept going back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. I was also fascinated that they use their knees to walk. At this point, you can see them walking on their feet. But when you're there, when you get, after staying there for a long time, you'll get to see some of them walking with their knees. This is the baby gazelle I was speaking about. It was so clean. It didn't look like it lived outside. It looked like it was coming out of the house. There is it again. So clean. I think it just blew up my mind. At this point, you were approaching at the end of our visit at the park. I was here showing my son. I think it was a bird. I don't know its name, but in Kalenjin it's called Chipongon. So I was just showing it there, and he liked it. But after some time, of course, he was just like, "Mom, we are tired," and he had not slept when we came, so he was again beginning to be grumpy. We left the park, had a good time, took some photos. Outside again, we met our friends, our semi-humans, the monkeys. They were, I think they help each other remove lice or what. I never get it. But we had a good time. Thank you so much. If you've gotten to this point of the video, thank you so much. We left the park, went to have lunch somewhere next to where we live, and then we went home. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. God bless.